One of the backbones of innovation in India has been its ability to scale and scale at speed. However, one can always learn from other countries. What are the takeaways that you feel that one can pick up and learnings one can pick up from Sweden, especially when it comes to the innovation ecosystem, when it comes to startups, and when it comes to sustainability driven ecosystems?
Yes, I mean, you mentioned how the Indian uniqueness in certain ways is about the ability to scale up very quickly. And that is happening in many, many different areas. I think one example which immediately comes to mind is the financial inclusion process, which is very relevant for the development progress of India. And there, if we see, we've been able to incorporate the whole process of biometric ID cards for more than 1 billion people in a very short time. The issuance or the opening of new bank accounts for the unbanked people from poorer and vulnerable sections, women, and the use of smartphones. So while combining all these three different processes, substantial financial inclusion has been achieved in a very, very short time, which has been acknowledged the world over. So innovations like this, either in processes or in technology, are really changing, bringing about transformational change. Whether they are using, for example, in the recent months, breakthroughs relating to medical equipment or diagnostics or ventilators or artificial intelligence-based social media interface platforms. They are really able to upscale the interventions very, very quickly. So that's the uniqueness which we can find in India. But of course, we can try and see what the others are also doing in a good way, and in fact, many better processes. And then again, if we look at Sweden, the triple helix model is where there is a lot of synergy already existing. And in India, it is now building up. So that is a way to go. We have to learn from this. Also, Sweden is among the top countries when it comes to innovation. And that has to do with many factors and how the ecosystem of innovation is and then startups is done here. And I think based on my limited experience here, one thing is that it is safe to fail. So the entrepreneurs can take risks, which is really needed for implementing innovations and startups. And safe to fail means that you have the basic requirements taken care of, and you don't have to worry as to whether you suffer a loss or it fails. Then what happens? So that allows people to come out and really dare to innovate. And this is also increasingly happening in India, and government agencies are providing seed money, are providing other facilities for the ecosystem to grow. And India is also rapidly coming up in the innovation parameters. We are among the top 50 now and have really jumped up several notches in the last couple of years. So there's always good to see what others are doing well and then to try and incorporate that if possible.